Hello, it's me again on Wednesday, and been watching a little bit of video as I've been relaxing today and cooking. One of the things that I do right now to stretch money is make big pots of soup and stews and stuff. So anyway, Progandjazzman is the man's name, and wonderful collection. And he was showing some Latin American jazz, and so I thought to myself, when I think of genres, my head gets a jumble anymore. I have a lot of music by people I guess would be considered Latino. I don't know. I just have all this music from all over the world, and he got me to thinking. He was showing some records that I wasn't aware of. The Lopez Ruiz guy. If I've heard of him, it's only through hearing him, but not knowing him, because I have not consciously followed. Well, yes, actually, I have for a while followed Brazilian music in particular, but I wanted to show some records and a couple CDs just vibing with Progandjazzman. Consequently, also with a recent post by Big Star 1000, and then I know that Chris 4127 Basket is big into Latino and African music, and I just want to show some records. This isn't all I have because I can't remember, but right away, an artist I wish I had on vinyl is Carlinhos Brown. And Alpha Beta Gamma Zad, is that how you say it? Alpha Gamma Beta Zado is the only thing I have by him. I have stuff on the computer, but this is the only release he has. This is excellent. And then another wonderful singer. I have a bunch actually more on CD, but Maria Bethânia. Ambar. See, I don't necessarily think of Latin American jazz. I just think of, my brothers and sisters. I guess worldwide Latino is the way I think of it. I don't even think of that word. I guess, but is that the right word? And then here's another one of hers. A Interprete, Maria Bethânia. Just a wonderful, wonderful kind of. Her voice, it's one of those voices that just gets inside of you pretty quick. Glenn Velez is what I'm listening to. Seventh Heaven, mostly flute and frame drum. When you mention Latino, I don't know where Glenn is from, but I hear that flavor here. And I didn't do any research. I just grabbed some records because I just was kind of vibing. I've shown some of these before. Like, for example, the Fania All-Stars. Love this album. Fania All-Stars. This is just great. Just really wonderful. Mongo Santa Maria is on here, amongst others. Bobby Valentin. But Johnny Pacheco, for heaven's sakes. Eddie Palmieri, live at Sing Sing. This is just a scorching album. This is just really hot. I've shown this before. I've shown this before too. This definitely comes in this genre. And it's an old album called The Aquarians. This is where I first heard the vibraphone as Bobby Hutcherson. But it's primarily the gig of, I believe, the flautist. Well, actually, okay, interesting now. I'm looking at it. Vladimir Vasiliev on piano, Lynn Blessing as well. Here, Francisco Aguabella, and then Joe Pass is on guitar. I've had this since I was a kid, as you can see with my name. And it's also on the lovely Uni label. But Jungle Grass, this has that Brazilian feel. It's fantastic, really. It is. It's a wonderful album. Not even commercial. Just really fantastic. you know, one of the oldest records in my collection that I've had since I was a kid. So that one is well loved. Here, I think these guys are from Brazil. Opa, Golden Wings, fantastic. Fattiroso, Hugo and George Fattiroso. Hermeto Pascoal is also on here. Which reminds me, I meant to grab one of his albums. Do I have it? I just got it. I have all these records, folks. And I have all these. Yeah, I love Latin music. Slaves Mass, Hermeto Pascoal. This man is something else. Interesting, as intense of a musician he is, that we don't, or at least it seems I haven't heard much about him. Okay, more, this is not jazz, but this is from Brazil, I believe. Yes, more spacey, actually. Alpha 3, Temple of Delphos. I just thought I'd just show some records from my Latino and Latina brothers and sisters. Alpha 3, Ruins Circulares, fantastic electronic music. Really space, you know, in the Klaus Schultz vein. Here's a band from, I believe they're from Spain. Guadalquivir. It's a guitar-based instrumental band. This is some nice stuff on Harvest, and even nicer on green vinyl Harvest. Made in Spain. So I wanted to this is an interesting sound. They pretty idiosyncratic. It's very Spanish, but also like I said, it's got this progressive rock thing going on that's pretty unique to it. Doesn't quite completely gel, but this is one to seek out, I would say. Guadalquivir. I'm thinking progandjazzman, you probably have that already. Like this one too, Azteca. And this is like not... I think of Santana when I think of this group. There are some musicians that are sharing here, as well as Lenny White from Return to Forever, who also played drums on Bitches Brew, was in this band, Azteca. Ayrto Moreira, Fingers, fantastic. On CTI, yeah, this is awesome. And then I have two of his early albums on a two-record set here, called The Essential Ayrto featuring Flora. And I looked up once what the two albums are, but I forget the names. It's excellent. Another name that I didn't look up to tell you more about, but Jorge Ben, Años Después. I'm thinking this might be like a greatest hits or a compilation album of his. This guy and this next guy are people I, again, need to take some time with. Chico Buarque, De Hollanda, Volume 3. Found this year. It was really quite a find. Okay, just a few more. And then this one I got this year too. I love this man. I have several of his CDs. Dorival Caymmi. What a voice. What a voice. Just love Dori Caymmi. Love this man. Not jazz. Brazilian. Is it Brazilian? I found it interesting. I hadn't listened to this in a while, but he showed the Gretchen Mancour. And indeed, it has that flavor. It does. And I also have New Africa. And yes, I like that outside stuff, as you guys know. I like that. And I collect it. I have most of this label. BYG, trying to get them all. I like it outside. Okay, let's keep going. Isn't this wonderful? This is Glenn Velez on Contemporary Music Production Records, CMP Records, out of Germany. Moving on, just a fantastic singer. I've only got a couple on vinyl. Caetano Veloso, Estrangero. Once again, historically very significant when it comes to music in Brazil. Quite the story. Here's another one of his called Velos. Caetano Veloso. Velo. The wonderful Egberto Gismonti, Sol do Meio Dia. Got to see him live and, you know, say hello to him. It was a real brief meeting. Him and Nana Vasconcelos. Fantastic concert. Brazilian, I believe he is. Dança das Cabecas, his first one for ECM rather, I believe. Once again, with Nana. These Blake sleeves, yeah, they crunch up, but oh well. Let me keep going because I have a few more to show. No Caipira. This is like progressive jazz rock. This is a Brazilian pressing too. This is awesome. Can you see the embossed cover? It's like that on the cover, or the front too. This is excellent. Wow. progandjazzman showed some Flora Purim. Haven't listened to her in a while, but I've got some Midnight Sun, Flora Purim. And yeah, she's got an amazing voice. Was married to Ayrton for the longest. And their combined energy as musicians, just amazing. Flora Purim, the name of this is called Nothing Will Be As It Was Tomorrow. And she's someone that when you see her records, if you see them cheaply, and you don't know this music yet, but you're open-minded, buy them. I believe this is the one that he showed. This is excellent. Flora Purim at Montreux. All kinds of sparks on here. This is wonderful. Just wonderful. Butterfly Dreams by Flora. Fantastic. Open your eyes, you can fly. Flora. There she is. With the ring wear, makes it looks like she's got a damn ring wear. And then I have a couple albums by Nana Vasconcelos. This is Bush Dance. More acoustic percussion-based pieces here. And then his Saudade, I don't know how to say the word well, on ECM. Nana. Last few here, like I said, I've got much more, but this is just what I grabbed. Just revived me up, and I felt like sharing it. The amazing Milton Nascimento, Anima. What a voice. He's amazing. Missa dis Quilombos. This is Milton Nascimento with Pedro Casaldaliga and Pedro Tierra. I have to listen to this. Is some kind of player, something. You know, I bought this in New York, and I need to listen to this. I'm not really familiar with this one, but this is Milton Nascimento. Here's another beautiful Milton Nascimento album. Encontros e Despedidas. Again, it's like kind of hard to go wrong with Milton Nascimento. Milton's album, Milton. Check out my bro. I think this was his first one to come out in America. Don't correct. Incredible is right. Nascimento. Courage. Here's one I found recently. I played it. It was fantastic. I got to listen to it some more. It's just on A&M CTI. Courage. This was a real nice find earlier this year. Now I have a couple of Rita Lee albums. These aren't her best, but I was able to find them, so I have these. Saudade, what does that mean? Music? Saudade? You know, she was in Os Mutantes. And it's just kind of pop. There's some good songs. This one's even more pop. Rita Lee and Roberto. Kind of like trying to do an 80s, I don't know, almost like a Brazilian Cyndi Lauper or something. But she's got it. I mean, you know, she's got quite the voice. And some of this material is good, and some of it's kind of, you know, cheesy. Rita Lee. I love guitar, classical guitar, and just guitar music. Baden Powell. This is a 2 LP compilation, or 2 albums reissued on one. Love this man's playing. Absolutely love Baden Powell. Here's another one. Attention, Baden Powell. The ones I'm most familiar with are coming up. Fantastic. It reminds me of more records I forgot to pull. Tristeza on guitar. Baden Powell. On MPS. Here's another one. This is my first one I ever got by him on MPS. Images on Guitar. This is the one I know the best. Just love his playing. Just fantastic. Here's one, Solitude on Guitar, Baden Powell, on Columbia no less. And the last one I'll show is another old MPS. This one I'm actually quite proud of, because this is the first one I got. Not the, well, I got 2 at once, I think, and this is the oldest one. Canto on Guitar. This is cool. This is an old MPS label. I think the old is French. Fantastic guitarist. Sensitivity and sensibility with his playing. I want to thank progandjazzman for vibing me up, talking about good music, showing rare records. It just still, to this day, it's very exciting to me to see records that I've never seen before or I've only heard about, and to see people's collections. This is what I look for, actually, is that's what I love when different BC members show records of that. Ooh, wow. So, some good music.